Hi FlossTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin. You are on my channel, Lady Robins, and I am thrilled that you are here with me today. And speaking of today, it's Tuesday, the 13th of April. This is my FlossTube number, I was going to say 31, 71. Oh my goodness, I don't know where that came from. That's okay. If you're new here, I am really happy that you are joining me and giving my channel a try. We talk about cross stitch here. That's what we do. I have never gotten around to sharing any other crafty endeavors, so it's strictly cross stitch for you. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I am thrilled that you are back again. And in case you need more of me, I am also on Instagram, same name, Lady Robin S. So you can follow me two places if you're interested. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here in the Pacific Northwest. I am thrilled. Sunshine gives me energy. So if I talk 100 miles an hour, you'll know that it is vitamin D inspired. I'm looking out the window in my craft room and it is just gorgeous out there. So before we get rolling, let's do, as you know, our mug of the day. So this one I have showed before. I love the red, white, and blues in this. It even has a red interior. This is San Antonio. This was a hard fought mug to get. My sister and brother-in-law love to take road trips, and just before the You Are Here mugs, that's what these guys are called, stopped being created, they drove all over Texas trying to collect all of the different Texas mugs, and this was the one they had the hardest time getting. And so I feel very, very grateful to them that I have a complete set of all of the United States mugs, due in part to their efforts. So San Antonio, here we are. I have nothing interesting in this cup except yummy brewed coffee. So let's have a little coffee. I see that my camera is the lights are kind of flashing. I've got my ring light on. I'm not exactly sure how to fix that this morning. Just give me some grace on the lighting today, you guys. Excuse me. Okay. I had a very unproductive stitchy week. There will not be a lot of stitching to show, but I made up for it with haul, and I've got some plans. So not a lot of stitching, lots of plans, lots of haul. So I hope you are sitting down with pen and paper because there might be some enabling. Oh my goodness, I have no FOs. For those that are new to FlossTube and the Stitchy world, FOs are finished objects. So that's something that you've completely finished all the stitching on. And I have no FFOs, which are fully finished objects, which is when you take a completed cross stitch and you turn it into a something. You frame it to go up on the wall, you make it into a pillow, you make it a standing object, you turn it into, a 3D doorstop or whatever it is you do. So I don't have any FOs and no FFOs. I can show you the meager amount of stitching I got up to this week. In terms of a little life update, we as a family are getting closer to everybody being completely vaccinated. My sister and brother-in-law went yesterday and got the one-shot wonder. They got Johnson & Johnson. So they are ahead of me now because I got Moderna and I still need to get my second dose, but that's okay. I'm happy for them. They wanted to try the one-shot wonder, and so I checked on them this morning. They just have sore arms, just like if you've gotten a flu shot. So far so good for them. So keep your fingers crossed that they don't have any other reactions, because that would be really, really good. My parents, we are noticing some memory problems now with my dad, so we're hoping that we can keep them safe a little bit longer in their home. My sister and I would love to move them into an assisted living place where there are people around 24/7 to help them. My parents are not at all okay with this idea. They want to stay in their house. So we're doing what we can. Think good thoughts for us as we travel down this road, because it is a tough one. If you were going through this yourself, man, my thoughts are with you. This is not an easy gig at all. They are, they're needing way more help every week. Last night, oh my gosh, last night after we fed them dinner, we had them come over here to the house so they saw, a different view of the world, right? And my dad said, we cannot find the TV remote. And we're like, well, we'll go back and, we'll help you look around the house. We looked for 20 minutes to find the TV remote, and I finally found it stuffed in the outside zipper pocket of an old purse of my mom's that was sitting on the floor of the bedroom. It was nuts. We were to the point where we were thinking we're just going to have to order like one of those universal remotes so they have a way of turning on the TV. Luckily, I thought, I wonder if she would stick it in an old purse, and that's exactly what happened. So we are dealing with substantial memory problems, and it's challenging, Think good thoughts for us, right? Okay, so that's where we are in terms of our world. It's a whole new ball game, right? Which is why stitching is so important. So let's get to the stitching, right? Let's get to the little teeny tiny bit of stitching I did this week. I did get a little chance to work on my fabulous Owl Forest kit. Again, I worked on, this is called Hyperborea. And I think I only worked on it one day. I actually had 2 days where I didn't stitch at all this week, so that just shows, why there's so little stitching to show off. But I'm still working on that beautiful owl there at the, this is the center of the fabric. And so I'm working on getting this wing finished up. And then I'm really, really excited to start working on those other little motifs all around. I'm really looking forward to trying something else. Oh, hey, you guys, remember I was telling you that I really love the needle that came in this Owl Forest kit? Guess what? If you turn the box over and you read it, right? You actually read it, it tells you what kind of needle is in here. It's a needle I've never heard of. It is called, well, it's a number 26, but it's Prym, P-R-Y-M. And I did some searching. I did some Google searching, and there's a couple of Etsy shops online. Yeah, right. That was redundant. Anyway, I found a couple of Etsy shops that sell these needles. Of course, they're they're not here in the U.S. They're, I think the one I've got bookmarked in my Etsy favorites is in, I think it might be in Australia. I think it, and it doesn't matter where it's from, right? But anyway, I am thinking of ordering a few of those needles and just giving them a try and seeing if they really are the ones. So I might make a little purchase and get some needles sent over from Australia. And I think I'm gonna do both the 26s and 24s. Those are the two I kind of bounce between. But I'm curious if I like them as much as I like that one that came in the kit. So that was my first whip that I worked on. So I did that, and then I got inspired by another few FLOSSTUBERS. There's quite a few people. Oh my gosh, things are just throwing themselves on the floor. That are finishing their stitching book club piece, the Sense and Sensibility. If you were doing that, my printer is almost out of some color, so my color chart doesn't look all that great. So I got I kind of got convicted that I need to just finish this guy up. So I did spend a little time with my stitching book club, and I'm getting there. There's still, you know, quite a bit of stuff to go up here, but we'll get there. I had fun. I had fun working on it. You know, I just got to buckle down and stop, you know, bouncing from piece to piece and just, you know, hold my feet to the fire and get her done. So that was the second thing that I worked on, was my stitching book club Sense and Sensibility piece. So not much progress to show there, but I'm thinking I just need to finish that up. That just, you know, there's not tons of stitching left in that, and then the people are showing such fantastic finishes. Helen D finished it, and she showed it on her latest FlossTube. Erin, Perpetual Projects, showed it on her latest FlossTube. So if you want to see some finishes on Sense and Sensibility, go check those guys out. The other thing that I worked on is Michelle Bendy called out on her latest FlossTube that she has finished the top chart here on the Waffle Lot piece, which is a SAL that we're doing together, but she has finished way before me. So I pulled this out last night. I did not get hardly anything done. I'm just working on putting the little flowers in all around here, and I found out that this little waffle line here is down one row, and I was gonna leave it alone, but guess what? I can't. I gotta take it out. I don't know if you can see it, but each little block has this little black back stitching around the square, and so I won't have room for it unless I fix it. And it's only about 12 stitches, so why not, right? So I've got a few stitches to take out on that, and then I'll finish up the front, and then I've got plenty of fabric to do the back and then do the side, because I do want to create, I don't know, what do they call it? Call it a block. I think Kathy Haberman calls it a block finish or a mattress finish. I can't remember. But anyway, I kind of was a little, I know Michelle didn't mean it this way, but I was a little convicted. I'm like, oh yeah, that thing is languishing on the shelf back there. I need to get that out and start working on it, right? Okay, so that was the other thing I stitched on. And then the last thing I tried to stitch on this weekend, it did not go well. I haven't worked on my blue flower Huckleberry Farm in forever, and I have the teeniest, tiniest start on this, and I don't know what my problem is, because I absolutely adore this pattern, and I really want to, get it finished and up on my wall, but I am just being incredibly pokey about that one. In fact, all I have is just the merest of a start on the upper left-hand corner. And this is stitched on a 36 count custom fabric. Brandy at BeStitchMe created this for me, and I love it. It's absolutely exactly what I want. Now, my go-to fabric, we've talked about this before, is 32 with 2 strands of floss over 2 linen threads, right? This I am stitching on a 36, so I am trying to do 1 strand of floss over 2 linen threads, so 1 over 2 when I stitch it. Well, it had been so long since I had stitched on this thing. All of these white flowers, 2 over 2. So the little bit of stitching I got done this weekend, I have to pull out. I am having Frogapalousa around here. I do not know. My head I guess, was just not in a stitching place, and you can kind of tell from my lack of progress on everything this week. So I need to put my blue flower back in order so I can make some progress on that. The other thing is, for my birthday, I ordered an Elon frame. It's the same frame, if you watch Anna, the Stitch Roadie that Anna bought. And I really wanted to try two-handed stitching, and I wanted to try it on that frame, so I've ordered that. And my thought was, when that frame comes, I'm putting my Blue Flower Huckleberry Farm on that, because that's a big enough piece that I think it would lend itself well to being on a frame. I haven't received my frame yet. They said it would be anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, so I'm expecting it any day, because I think I ordered it exactly on my birthday, which was February 15th. So anyway, I think I'll back out the 2/2 stitching I did, and then I think I'll just wait patiently for my frame to come, and then we'll really start hitting this one. Because I'm thinking, if it's on a frame, I'm kind of planning on leaving it in my living room, so that will inspire me to walk by and maybe put one thread in and, you know, get some more progress going on it. So anyway, that's kind of my plan for Huckleberry Farm. I'm just gonna leave it alone, and then get going when my frame comes. Speaking of plans, because that, you guys, that's my stitching for the week. It's just pittance, but some weeks you have more stitching than others. Then this is one of those, you know, other weeks. But I have myself some plans, so I thought we'll just jump right over to plans. One of the things that I am going to start this week is my Snowflower Diaries. This is a freebie, so I can show you the chart. I need to start stitching May, so I'm gonna break out my kit where I've got all the flosses and the fabric already cut and ready to go. So I'm gonna start May this week. So that's one start. I actually have, I've probably lost my mind, but I have 3 starts planned for this week. So my other start is along with Lisa, who is Crossed by Floss. If you're not watching Lisa, Crossed by Floss, go check her out. Her channel is delightful. So I have already stitched this. Remember this from long ago? The Trick or Treat. This is by Lottie Da. This was in a Just Cross Stitch magazine. So as far as I can tell, Lottie Da never put it out as a separate purchase chart, but I saw this chart a long time ago. This was called Something Wicked, and I'm going to start this to go along with Lisa, because she wants to do Halloween things for her birthday, and her birthday is this month, so she's got a SAL, and I can't remember what the hashtag is, but when I find it, I'll add it, probably add it in the show notes. So I said I'm going to start a Halloween themed piece, and it's going to be this one. And so I've got plenty of fabric. This is 25 count Havana. So I'm going to just, you know, start rolling right on this side. I'm going to put Something Wicked on that side, and I'm looking forward to that as a start. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to ask the hive mind a question. So, I'm spilling coffee. That does not bode well when you have cross stitch around. Well, I think I can ignore the puddles, so we're okay. I got some Victorian Motto thread, floss, right, in this project bag from So Much to Love. And I used this for that first Lottie Da piece, and then also they included this wonderful orange. So I want to use these two flosses in my Something Wicked. So I'm gonna make the sock orange up here. I'm gonna do a little color conversion. However, I'm a little nervous that I might not have enough of this wonderful Victorian motto floss to finish that whole shoe. I mean, maybe I do, but then maybe I don't, right? I don't know where to buy Victorian motto floss. I tried to Google them. I tried to see if they had an Etsy store. I couldn't figure it out. If you guys know where to purchase Victorian motto floss, would you leave me a comment in the comment section? Because I'd kind of like to order another skein of their Midnight just to be on the safe side. So leave me a comment if you know. I'll be right back. Hold, please. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that little break, but okay, all put together again. All right, so I think we were talking about Victorian motto floss. Just one more plea. If you know how to order Victorian motto floss, where to get it, what shop has it, let me know. I'm on the hunt, but I have not found it. So let me know. Okay, so that is my second start that I'm planning. My third start, you guys have seen this over and over again. My third start is Bent Creek Gnomes in the Garden. I am absolutely starting this one this week. I cannot put it off any longer. I've been trying to do a little bit of floss conversion. When I lay my flosses out on my fabric, they seem a little dull to me. Now, excuse me while I adjust my chair. I have been goofing around for 3 weeks. I pick some things and I lay them down on, my table over here. And then I'll come and I'll look at it and I'll think, oh, I don't like that one. And then I'll mess around and I'll change that out. But then when I change that out, then I'm like, well, maybe this doesn't go with it. And so then I'll change something else out. It goes on and on and on. I don't convert colors very often because I end up with indecision paralysis. I cannot make the decision. And so I am just going to have to start and make peace with the fact that if I don't like it, I can take it out. I frog all the time, but I really want to start this. And in fact, Helen D started and finished it already. So I am way behind the curve on my Bent Creek. So those are my 3 planned starts, which I am really excited about. And of course, that means where am I on Whip Go? I'm still doing Whip Go. Do not panic. My goals for my Whip Go pieces are 5 days of stitching on the Good Company. I've done 2 already. My other goal is to finish that Friend Stitch piece alphabet, which I showed you last week, so I'm not going to break it out and show you this week because I didn't stitch on it. So I still am planning on working on those guys. Those are not, I'm not abandoning Whip Go. I just cannot find something that is, just, revving me up to stitch on right now. So I'm just going nuts and giving myself these 3 starts, which means I will probably not do Mania, because if I've got 3 new starts in April, I don't need starts in May. But who knows, right? Cross stitches is just to make me happy and to keep me sane. So if in the end I decide I need a start in May, I'm not going to tell myself I can't have it. I'm just not planning on doing the Mania. I'm not even planning on doing what I did last year, where I just had a start every weekend. I gave myself a new start on Saturdays. I don't even think I'm going to do that. And I suppose I could, hold off on some of this stitching and move it to Mania. But I just want to start them now, so I'm going to. So that is, that's kind of my plans this week. Is I'm just going to start some stuff. I'm going to start some stuff, and then after I started some stuff, if I still have time, then I'll go back to my Whitgo pieces and work on those. Okay, so haul. I have some haul and some stitchy kindness, which is just overwhelming to me. I can't believe that people are so generous. The first thing I want to show you is I have now joined a third Fabric of the Month club. I have joined Jodi, who is part of the Steel City Stitchers. Hard for me to say. So she has a Fabric of the Month club. This was her first month, and I got 36 count, which I'm very excited about, and I got these 2 lovely pieces. And I pretty much know what I'm going to stitch on these. Hold that thought. I should have pulled the charts, but it's right here. So give me half a second. All right, give me half a moment. Yes, these guys. All right, let me move that to the side. So Amy Brucken Designs, I have 2 of her charts, and I think they are hysterical. And one is this one, which says, I don't self-medicate with cross stitch. I have a prescription. The sales girl calls it a receipt. Whatever. I think that is absolutely fabulous. I love that. So I am going to stitch this on one of these, either the pink or the green. I'm going to do a floss toss. And then I have a second chart from her, which says, I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? So whatever this one gets stitched on, the other Amy will get stitched on the second fabric. So these fabrics are so fabulous and so bright and vibrant. I think these Amy Brucken Designs, I hope that's how you say that. I think they're going to look fantastic on those Jodi fabrics. So thank you, Jodi. I know exactly what I'm going to do with your yummy fabric. So now this, maybe I'll hold for May starting, but I really want to start stitching on this fabric too. Oh my gosh, I might have 4 new starts this week. Who knows? You'll know next week, right? I'll tell you next week what madness I got up to. So that was the first bit of Stitchy haul. And then I do belong to the Color and Cotton Floss of the Month Club. So I get 5, no, that's not true. I get 10 skeins every month, and they are just so pretty. And each of these is 8-yard skeins. So anyway, I've showed you these before. So my floss of the month showed up, and in fact, this yummy emerald green, because my gnomes, I want some greens in there. I've got some of the yummy Fiberlicious fibers picked out, but I'm wondering if I can slip that one in there too. See, this is why I haven't started, because I'm like, oh, that would be good. Oh, this would be good, and I never settle. Yep, you can see how my brain works. Okay, so that was my other Stitchy haul, and then I did get a package from my local L&S, Thread Needle Street in Issaquah, Washington, and I bought Block Party, the 25th, and also the pin set. So I've got already some Christmas stitching in my future. So this is what I picked up from my local L&S the last time I was up there. And then they had a few flosses that I was missing, and so those came too. So, you know, charts can't travel by themselves, so I put some floss in there with them so they weren't lonely. Yeah, nobody had to worry about the cross stitch pattern being lonely. Okay, and then for stitchy kindness, you guys, I received out of the blue 2 fantastic new things from Chris, who created my stitching journal. Chris, whose Etsy shop is As the You, YOO Flies, As the You Flies. In fact, let me flash you her card. So you can find her on Etsy, you can find her on Instagram, and you can find her on Facebook. So Chris sent me these cute, adorable. They remind me of back in the day when I did collage of artist trading cards. And so she has created these, and they're double-sided, and they're just fantastic. But it's kind of like little art that you could put on your floss rings. And just out of the blue, she just sent 2 of them to me and said, I thought you would really appreciate these. And she's right. I like this green one. When I start my gnome in the garden, this is totally going on my floss ring with my flosses for gnome in the garden. And then this cute one with the purple on it. I mean, it's got blues on the back, so it'd go with any chart I wanted. But I'm thinking this needs to go either with Huckleberry Farm, or because of the blue, it could also go on Hyperborea. I haven't decided which one I'm going to put it on, but I am definitely going to be ordering more of these because this is right up my alley. And you guys, the nice thing is they're super light, so they're not going to add a lot of weight to your ring of flosses. So if you need cute things to go on your floss ring, you guys go check out Chris's store. And she did tell me, she wrote me a nice letter, that her store is on vacation until April 15th. So check her out after April 15th when she's back. But anyway, I think these are absolutely amazing. So thank you, Chris, for sending these to me. I can see I'm going to need more of these in my life. Yes. All right. So that's my haul. That's my stitchy kindness, which I'm very thankful for. That's my plans. I'm still reading the same book, so I don't have a new book recommendation for you, but I do have 2 FlossTube recommendations for you, and then I will let you go. I mentioned her earlier, but Erin, she is at Perpetual Projects. If you are not watching Erin at Perpetual Projects, you need to. She has got a beautiful finish, like I mentioned earlier, on her Sense and Sensibility Stitching Book Club piece. She did just a little embellishment on her piece, which I am totally copying. Go check it out. And she is just delightful. I love her. And she is one of those folks that is hovering almost at 500 subscribers. Let's get her up. Let's get her up to 1,000, shall we? She's worth watching, you guys. She's down in Florida, so she's got beautiful sunshine to look at and fantastic projects. She always does it seems like a little personalization on her projects, which are always wonderful. I love seeing what Erin gets up to. The other one that I've been watching lately is Athena, and she is the Stitching Goddess Designs, and she helps out at the Black Needle Society with all their subscription boxes. I think if you talk to the customer service, I believe it's Athena who will answer back to you. But anyway, Athena is a lot of fun, and she is a huge Harry Potter fan. So if you are a Potterhead like me and you like seeing people stitch Harry Potter things, and she stitches other things, it's not just Harry Potter, but it's really fun to see what Athena gets up to in the Harry Potter world. Check her out. Stitching Goddess Designs and Perpetual Projects. Those are 2 FlossTubers that I just wanted to shout out and see if you guys enjoy them with me. That's it, you guys. We have had a long chat, longer than I thought for having pretty close to 0 stitching this week. I hope you had fun. I had fun talking to you, and I will see you all next week. have a fantastic week. I hope you get some vitamin D in your life, and I will see you next time. Okay, stitch happy, my friends. Bye.